My cousin played in a band for years, and I started knocking around with him when I was about 8 or 9. I just picked up playing the guitar. My uncle taught me my chords, and then from that I've just I played 6 strings for donkey's years, and then got put in a position of being a bass player.
It's like a footballer. The older you get, the further back you go. That's what he's doing, from 6 strings to 4.
Yeah. I'll end up with 1, yeah.
Like your dad played, didn't he?
Yeah, my dad was a bass player.
He was in a band.
In a band. Was in a band.
Yeah.
So I guess it's genetics. No, growing up I loved Radiohead, and I loved the artwork that Stanley Longwood created. There was a visual representation of the music, so I always knew I wanted to be
Pretentious.
Yeah, pretentious. No, I always wanted to be involved in
One of those bits.
in music some way, and I like the idea of being in a band.
I wanna laugh and hear you're okay.
I actually just wanted to prove this music teacher wrong. I remember getting absolutely bollocked for breaking a string in my first lesson. Told I'd never play in my life, but
oh, you were demoted to the recorder for never ever being a guitarist or anything?
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And then Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi came out, and I just thought, I want to do that. And it all went downhill from there.
I got a guitar when I was 14, but I only had small hands. I've only got small hands now, but you can imagine, I was 14 years old, and I had even smaller hands, so I couldn't get my hands around the neck of the bloody guitar for a start, and it was always painful. I was like, this is not how I imagined playing the guitar would be. I thought it would be an instant rock star. It didn't happen like that. So I put the guitar down, didn't bother for 2 years, and started again when I was 16. And kind of it was just a mess about.
Sibilance, 1, 2, 3, sibilance. 1, 2, 3, sibilance.
If I didn't pick up an instrument, I really don't know what I'd be doing myself. I really don't.
In the past, no, there was more incentive really, because before the Xbox era, there was pretty much sod all else to do, so you're either in the pub or practicing.
I learned guitar by spending hours in my room just playing along to Nirvana or whoever, Radiohead, or what you're just thrashing out in my bedroom, doing a little bedroom rock star, and then
that sounds like a euphemism.
It does sound like euphemism, but I'm not talking about my penis. I'm talking about the guitar, which is great.
Oh, shame on me, shame on me, shame for thinking I was so clever. Shame on me, shame on me, shame for thinking I was so clever. Now I know much better. I know you can't relate to something that's...
The music industry is full of people who say, they can do this and they'll help with this and they'll help with this. Realistically, 1 out of 10 of those will actually happen.
I'd completely wash my hands of it, if I'm honest, because just before we formed a 4-piece, me and Jay in the band, and we had a minor single deal with a local record label who arranged a video shoot and said fill the place with fans, we'll be there to film it, and we ran this bar like it was you just couldn't move.
Everyone was signing disclaimers and everything.
Yeah, everyone was signing disclaimers saying we don't mind being on film, and the label never turned up to film it.
No camera crew on, we just looked like absolute
yeah, I was just dead deflated after that.
I reverted to us 14 or 15, thinking we're gonna take over the world, that's it. I think Coldplay were the big band at the time. I was like, Coldplay are rubbish compared to us, do you know what I mean? We were making it, and we played to one man and his dog, essentially, and we were still gonna rule the world, you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. We played to the guy who played before us, essentially, and the bar staff, and then that was it. And it was like, what? And we left thinking that was a great gig, we played amazing, we're still gonna rule the world. But we played to 2 people.
desperate for a job, but it's got to fit in around the hours of the band. I mean, it really has. Otherwise, I'll just say no.
I know there's been a few women come and go because you're not going out again, bit of quality time and all that. That's
where I've actually been pretty lucky. I got married a couple of years ago, and my wife's just so supportive in what I do. You know, I mean, she knows the band. The band comes first. Like, I mean, there's been she's from Ireland, and there's been family dues on where I should be present, and I've just said no.
I was just going to come to that point then, when there's like big occasions and you've got to sacrifice it to do the band thing for no money. And
I missed my 18th birthday, my 21st birthday. I'm coming up to my 30th. You know, I've missed all of them because of being back.
What date is that?
8th of February.
We've got a gig.
Yeah, I gave up a few uni places and a couple of great jobs, but better jobs.
I guess I'm quite far away from my family. Like, moved up to Liverpool, and they live a long way away. It's not something that I cry myself to sleep about. Like all the things that you have to give up, you sacrifice. So you sacrifice money, you sacrifice having a job that pays a decent wage. Like, you live on next to no money, but as much as it is sacrifice and it's stuff you have to give up, it's got to be worth it, because else you wouldn't do it.
I actually turned around and went, you know what, I'm not going to make money off playing guitar, really. I'll, you know, do the odd gig and cover bands and stuff like that. I'm not really going to make money, it's not really a job. There's no point. You know what, I'll just do the sound engineering. And I didn't play guitar really at all for a good few months. Wasn't really gigging. I know I didn't gig at all, really. And I was just like, a bit pointless. Go and do where the money is. Sound engineering and stuff like that, technical stuff, and I kind of got bored and itchy feet, and I was like, I really want to play a gig. I want to be playing in front of people again. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like you know, it's a legal drug. You want to kind of really, you get restless fingers and restless hands, and you think, I just want to do something. Do you know what I mean?
Chris started running.
Yeah, I started running. I lost weight. I put it back on. I don't want to talk about it. Interview's over. It was difficult. Like, there was never a point where, like, after, I don't know, 6 months, we didn't go, oh, we should really think about doing something else now.
We haven't really got much else going for us, apart from the looks.
Yeah, and the running.
Yeah.
No one will save you when you've got no savior. No one will save you tonight.
The first songs I was writing were really developed as just getting something down out of my head, because I was in a stressful time and stuff, and things were going on, so I was trying to just get it out, just to clear my head.
He likes to wipe the rubbish out of his system.
I think that's important, and to record it as well.
Well, that's of course only if you have rubbish in your system, darling. But no, I mean, it's just one of those things, like, I might have spent 3 hours writing a song, and then I'll decide that I hate it, and then no one will ever hear it again. Do you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things, like, I won't see it to the end if I'm not happy with it.
The best songs I think I've wrote are the more personal ones, either personal to me or personable to someone else, that I've kind of put my feet in their shoes type thing.
I think Liz will tell you that, oh, there's nothing that personal about it,
No,
but
no, there are a few. I mean, like, yeah, you read a lot into my lyrics that I don't know about. Like him and his friends and stuff will be like, oh, this one's obviously about this, you know, like things that have happened in my life and stuff. Was I kind of like, I don't know, is this writing it? I don't know.
Honestly, I think she wears a heart on her sleeve just as much as I do from writing something, and yet she'll just say, oh no, they're just words, I needed some words, didn't I?
That's how I sound, by the way, that's my voice.
Liz, I needed some words for a song, and then I wrote the words. And then we got some of a song, and I'm like, oh my God, Liz, that's about. It's clearly about X, Y, and Z, but I you know,
I don't know.
She's an angry young lady.
So furious.
Sometimes I know when I'm practicing that it's not how it should be, so I work harder at it. But I know when I've finished, whether it be a few hours of me practicing, I know I feel quite relaxed, so it's very therapeutic.
Anything I wrote myself was definitely like the emotion I was feeling whilst writing it was locked into the song. So much so whenever I play it, even now, I feel the same way as I did when I wrote it.
Yeah, I was really annoyed yesterday. I got back from work and was like, I just fed up, and I went and wrote, and I think I came up with something good. So it's definitely a release.
I find the ideas come to me at the most inappropriate, most annoying times when you can't actually. The amount of times I've had to take my phone at work and just quietly sing like. Hoping no one's in the office or gonna come in anytime soon. They're just whispering this, and then when I get home I just find this atonal noise on my phone. I'm like, oh, I can't even work out what the melody is.
I hope some of our music has really been good to people. I hope people have enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's rewarding when you know someone else likes what you've just made. Yeah. So like, that is a really good feeling.
To get where I am now, that's the thing, I like what I'm doing now, and I like what I've done, so there's not too much advice I'd say that to change anything as such, so because I've got no regrets about anything.
Practice, 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 and one day if you don't look like me, you'll pull all the girls. I don't know.
I would have said, don't be so self-conscious. Enjoy yourself more.
I'd say pull myself together and start singing earlier. If I'd have started singing when I was 14 or 15, rather than just sitting in the background and being scared of writing my own songs, I reckon I'd be a hell of a lot further ahead.
Mine personally, it'd just be don't try and be like anyone else, because I think in the early days you try and make your band sound like other bands, and I think it's only as time goes on you start finding out. Yeah, and I suppose that's a natural thing for most people, but if I could start again, I'd just be like, right, what have I got to say?
Keep doing it. I was going to say then don't do it as a joke, but that would be the complete opposite. It would be, I think
it's quite important to like learn from mistakes and like learn off other people as well. Like if you don't love it, stop. That would be my advice, I think.
If you like it enough, you enjoy it enough to get those horrible calluses on your fingers and to learn a few chords and then to get a little bit creative, then it's not worth throwing away. If it gives you any pleasure and it's not, I mean, this is like anything in life, if it gives you pleasure and it's not harming anyone, you should do it.
I think my advice to anyone that wants to get into a band is be ambitious. Definitely be ambitious. Think that you're going to rule the world, because you know what, there's no harm in it. It doesn't matter. If you don't rule the world, so what? But always think that you're going to rule the world, because otherwise there's no point in being a band.
When I tell you how it was, leaning close, when we are haunted by the creaking of this house.
I don't know, I've always tried not to go into it with like a set goal of what to achieve. Like I'd love to be, you know, I'd love to play to big crowds and all this, but so to be able to do it full time would be be a dream come true. Because you know, to live off something that you're really passionate about. And, we all do jobs we don't really like. They're fine, but they're not really what we want to do as a career. So it's like to be able to earn enough to put as much time as you can into something that you love. That's kind of a goal, I guess.
My plan's just to make this a full-time job and just do something I really love instead of sitting behind a desk hating every minute of my life. That's what it's all about to me.
You look back, you think, well, I could have done this, I could have done that. You know, the way I see it, the way I see it, at the end of the day, if there's targets I wanted to do and I didn't achieve them, I can tell myself, oh well, I did something that I loved, I was passionate about, and all that, and even if I didn't reach the targets, I can die happy, say, fuck it, I gave it a try.
Well, I'm afraid of these ghosts. Hold me now, don't let them hurt me. I'm afraid of these ghosts. Hold me down. Well, I'm afraid of these ghosts. Hold me now, don't let them hurt me. I'm afraid of these ghosts. Hold me down.
One, two, three, one and two. You wear your message at the pieces for whoever you're trying to impress. A different smile for each occasion, way to put your ego to the test. Another line, another label, saying who you really think you are. Why don't you lay your cards upon the table? Did you really get that far? People you think you're deceiving, don't you know you're only fooling yourself? To think that everyone believes